Dodgers Alumni Weekend here at Dodger Stadium, presented by Bank of America. Please welcome tonight's Master of Ceremonies, Dodgers play-by-play broadcaster Joe Davis.
Thank you, Todd, and welcome everybody to what is going to be a one-of-a-kind celebration of 6 decades of Dodger greats. Tonight, we're going to celebrate the legacy of the man whose vision brought this franchise to Los Angeles in the first place, and the Hall of Famer, Walter O'Malley. We'll be welcoming back this wonderful collection of Dodgers. And of course, so much of what makes this franchise what it is its history. And this reflection of that behind me is extraordinary. We begin with a man who played a decade in the majors before managing and then starting a long run as one of Tommy Lasorda's most trusted coaches, Joe Amalfitano. This 6'7" slugger played 6 seasons with the Dodgers and has gone on to make an impact on so many people off of the field. Billy Ashley. A power-hitting third baseman who was a 6-time All-Star during his 12 seasons in Los Angeles. He played in 4 World Series with the Dodgers. He shared MVP honors in the '81 Fall Classic. A member of the legendary infield, the Penguin, Ron Cey. He spent 30 years in the Dodger front office and was the architect of the '88 champion, former general manager, Fred Clare. He was a catcher in the minors before a 25-year run as a Dodger coach that saw him win 5 pennants with the team and 2 world championships. Mark Cressy. A native of Navajo, Mexico. He was a surprise sensation when he took over the third base job in 2012. They made t-shirts, they chanted his name, Luis Cruz. A catcher that got to the big leagues in 1969 and played into the 1990s. He was a World Series MVP with the Orioles. He joined the Dodgers in 1988, and it was a season that ended with the ball in his glove. Rick Dempsey. This outfielder spent all 12 years of his career with the Dodgers. He was an all-star, a silver slugger, a gold glove winner, and one of the best clutch hitters the franchise has ever known. Ethier. A Brooklyn native that became a staple of the Dodgers' run of dominance in the 1960s, winning a pair of World Series as an outfielder, and now an active community service champion for the Dodgers. It's the Bull, Al Ferrara. Game over. 55 for 55. 84 straight. A Cy Young Award winner and one of the most fearsome, dominant closers the game has ever seen. It's Eric Gagne. A Rookie of the Year, a 6-time All-Star, a 2-time batting champ. The kid from Whittier came back to Los Angeles to star for his hometown team for 3 seasons. That included his iconic home run to cap the 4+1 game. Now a longtime Dodger broadcaster, my good friend Nomar Garciaparra. His 49 home runs in 2001 still stands as the all-time Dodger record. The following year, he produced one of the best single-game performances for any team ever. He went 6 for 6. He hit 4 home runs in 1 game. That sweet left-handed swing of Sean Green. He won 40 games for the Dodgers in the early 90s, including a no-hitter against the Giants 32 years ago next Saturday. Kevin Gross. A third-generation big leaguer. He played 16 seasons in the majors, the final 2 right here with the Dodgers. And now a decade into a career as a Dodger broadcaster, Jerry Hairston Jr. When Kirk Gibson went down in 1988, this man stepped up and carved his place into Dodger history, hitting .368 in the World Series with 2 home runs. He'd spent 6 seasons with the team, providing constant smiles and infectious energy. One of the stuntmen, Mickey Hatcher. After starting his pro career as an infielder, he learned how to throw the knuckleball and changed his life. 25 major league seasons, 11 with the Dodgers, and now decades mentoring young pitchers in the organization as a special advisor. Charlie Huff. After undergoing a groundbreaking elbow surgery, which now bears his name, he went on to pitch another 2,500 innings in the big leagues. He spent 6 of a 26-year career with the Dodgers, where he was an all-star and a runner-up for Cy Young, Tommy John. From UCLA to the Dodgers, he blasted 270 home runs, more than anybody in LA Dodger history. Now you hear him on Sportsnet LA as a Dodger broadcaster, Eric Karros. He spent 10 seasons, over 2 stints with the team. An all-star, a silver slugger, a gold glover, and an MVP runner-up when he should have won the thing. Let's all be honest, right? One of the best single seasons that we've ever seen. We celebrate him fully tomorrow. We recognize him tonight. Welcome back to Dodger Stadium, Matt Kemp. This next former Dodger played 7 seasons with the club, provided several memorable moments, like a 9 RBI game in Colorado. He was talking to me about a grand slam that he hit a couple years ago. That was in the Alumni game, though. That's not the one I was thinking about talking about. How about the one he hit in the postseason at Wrigley Field? It's James Loney. A Southern California native who was an inspiration for many. He hit 15 home runs in the big leagues, and 12 of them came right here for his hometown team. He continues to inspire through his work in the community. Matt Luke. He loved this next guy before he ever played for the Dodgers. It was right here in 1976 when he was with the Cubs, when he saved the flag. And then he came to the Dodgers the next year and spent the final 8 of his 19 big league seasons with the team. Now, can you believe more than 3 decades in the Dodger broadcast booth? Rick Monday. He was a trailblazer and a sensation. He won Rookie of the Year. He started the All-Star game. He did what they said could not be done, pitching a no-hitter at Coors Field. He's a defining figure, not just in Dodger history, but in baseball history. Welcome back to Dodger Stadium, Hideo Nomo. Another trailblazer. He became the first Korean-born big leaguer when he debuted with the Dodgers in 1994. And he didn't just get here. He went on to win 124 games over 17 seasons, including 9 with the Dodgers. Chan Ho Park. He was an ice truck driver that was discovered playing semi-pro ball in his home state of Georgia. Improbably, he made it to the big leagues with the Dodgers and pitched for 8 seasons. Dennis Powell. The The man that has played more games for the Los Angeles Dodgers than anybody else. He was an All-Star 3 times. He was a member of the legendary infield. And then a Dodger coach and manager, Bill Russell. He spent the first 8 of his 14 Major League seasons here in Los Angeles, winning Rookie of the Year. He was the definition of tough, the definition of hard-nosed, setting the tone for the Dodgers for 14 seasons. He played in 4 World Series, sharing a half century in the game as a player, as a manager, and if you watch and reliability. An MVP that hit above 300 for his Dodger career. And he's the greatest Mexican-born pitcher in baseball history and one of the most important figures in the history of this franchise. Hall of Famer, the left arm of God, number 32, Sandy Koufax. One more time, let's hear it for this incredible collection of Dodger history, of Dodger greatness. In honor of Alumni Weekend, the Los Angeles Dodgers Foundation is making a contribution of $50,000 to efforts supporting retired players. Now it's time to honor the man whose vision set the stage for so much of the Dodger history that we're here celebrating today. Please turn your attention to Dodger Vision. Vin Scully will narrate the story of the man who brought the Dodgers to Los Angeles.
Walter O'Malley. Educated at Jamaica, New York High School, Culver Military Academy in Indiana, and at the University of Pennsylvania, where he graduated and was president of both his junior and senior classes. While initially juggling several jobs in engineering, publishing, and law, O'Malley became friends with George V. McLaughlin, prominent president of the Brooklyn Trust Company, who assigned him to watch over the financial affairs of the struggling Brooklyn Dodgers. O'Malley did so, serving on the Dodger Board of Directors, and in 1943 left his own successful New York law firm to join the Dodgers as vice president and general counsel. By 1945, O'Malley had partnered with Grant Rickey and John L. Smith to purchase 75% of the Dodgers. He immediately tried to explore options for Brooklyn's aging Ibbets Field, built in 1913, which could park just 700 cars. In October 1950, O'Malley purchased Rickey's stock and succeeded him as Dodger president. Under his leadership, the Dodgers won 4 pennants in 5 seasons, including their first World Championship in 1955. When there was no hope for a new stadium in Brooklyn in 1957, he made history by expanding the major leagues to the West Coast, relocating in Los Angeles in tandem with the New York Giants' move to San Francisco for the 1958 season. The westward expansion of baseball was a major factor in the future popularity of the game, as the door was open for other clubs to follow on the West Coast. O'Malley still wanted to design, build, and maintain his dream stadium, and build it he did. The first privately financed ballpark since Yankee Stadium opened in 1923. O'Malley broke ground for Dodger Stadium on September the 17th, 1959, and celebrated its opening day on April the 10th, 1962. The Dodgers continued their success on the field, winning 3 more World Championships under O'Malley in 1959, 1963, and 1965, plus National League pennants in 1966, 1974, 1977, and 1978. International relationships were an important part of O'Malley's interest in advancing baseball globally, including 2 goodwill tours to Japan and invitations to international baseball representatives to Dodgertown. O'Malley's Dodgers were built on stability, plus top talent both on and off the field. Immaculate Dodger Stadium with its family-friendly ticket pricing and lush landscaping were hallmarks of O'Malley's leadership. A visionary who served on Major League Baseball's decision-making executive council for a record 28 years, O'Malley gained respect as a team owner who devoted himself full-time to the game. Walter O'Malley, the man who expanded Major League Baseball to the West Coast, built Dodger Stadium, and guided the Dodgers to world championships and international prominence, will be remembered as one of the game's prime leaders and architects.
Fans, please join me in welcoming a very special guest. A former president of the Dodgers. Under his leadership, the franchise brought home 5 National League pennants and 2 World Series titles. He's the son of Walter O'Malley. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Peter O'Malley. We also want to recognize somebody whose first Dodger memory came at the 1941 World Series when she was 8 years old. She served on the Dodgers board of directors for more than 2 decades. She's Walter O'Malley's daughter, Terry Seidler. Take a look at Dodger Vision. Hello, Terry. Joining us to say a few words on behalf of the current Dodger ownership group is team president, Stan Kasten.
Thank you, Joe. And most importantly, thank you, Walter O'Malley. Walter O'Malley had a vision, a dream to create one of the most beautiful stadiums in all of sports and one of the most successful sports franchises in the world, the Los Angeles Dodgers. His love affair with the Dodgers began way back in 1933 in Brooklyn, and we're incredibly fortunate that that franchise has called LA home since 1958. Just 1 year after the Dodgers' first season in Los Angeles, the groundbreaking for Dodger Stadium took place on September 17, 1959. And on April 10, 1962, the very first game at Dodger Stadium was played with the honorary first pitch thrown by Walter's wife, Kay O'Malley. Hard to believe. This is the 63rd season at Dodger Stadium, and it still looks as stunning today as it did back in 1962. It was then, and remains today, the most beautiful place ever built to play or watch the game of baseball. And you, the greatest fans in all of sports, have shown your unwavering support every season here at Dodger Stadium. The O'Malley family always believed in a strong front office with a focus on player development and scouting. They built the Dodger brand into one of the most respected in all of sports and recognized around the world. It was O'Malley who helped break the color barrier by signing the legendary Jackie Robinson. And today, the Dodgers Ring of Honor shines a light on some of the greatest players ever. In addition to Jackie, there's Pee Wee Reese, Duke Snyder, Gil Hodges, Jim Gilliam, Don Sutton, Sandy Koufax, Fernando Valenzuela, Roy Campanella, and Don Drysdale. It also celebrates two of the greatest managers of all time, Walter Alston and Tommy Lasorda, as well as the two most iconic voices of our game, Vin Scully and Jaime Jarrín. Thanks to Walter O'Malley's vision, leadership, determination, this Hall of Fame owner will forever be honored alongside those legends in the Dodgers Ring of Honor. So congratulations to Walter O'Malley, Peter, Terry, and the entire O'Malley family. Thank you very much.
Our next speaker played almost his entire Dodger tenure while the O'Malley family was running the team, and I know from sitting next to him each day how much the O'Malley family meant to him, still means to him this day. And I want to hear from him. I know you guys do as well. Come on up, Oral.
As I walk to the podium, Stan said, I see the notebook. Uh-oh. No problem, Stan. I know Peter, and I know these players, and they want this to be short. Good evening. It is an honor to stand before you and represent the Dodger players. Greatness has a beginning, and that is why Walter O'Malley is being honored in the Ring of Honor tonight. His foundation and legacy continues to fuel the current organization and ownership. Thinking of current ownership, Mark Walter, Stan Kasten, and others, what a magnificent job they have done in bringing Dodger Stadium to this present tense. It is absolutely gorgeous, and I know the O'Malley family is proud of what they've done. The Dodgers' move to Los Angeles was historic, and so was the 50 years of O'Malley family leadership and ownership. This iconic place is younger than the Oakland Coliseum, which is being left behind now. But we will never leave this Dodger Stadium. We will be here forever, and it will be forever our home. The second half of those 50 years of O'Malley family leadership was captained by Walter's son, Peter, with his help from his sister, Terry. Holding those reins was a little bit like being a curator of a museum that holds a family heirloom. Peter, for a lot of us players, there were two major decisions that you made that affected our lives. One was keeping and hiring Hall of Fame manager Tommy Lasorda. Thank you so very, very much. The other was welcoming back all the Dodger greats to Vero Beach, Florida to spring training and to here to Dodger Stadium to teach us the Dodger way. Everything you did in international ball, everything you did for the ball club, everything that you did to treat us like family, you, Terry, and the whole family, is much appreciated. So Peter, in remembrance of your father, Walter, and Terry, and the whole O'Malley family, from the deepest part of our hearts, as all the players that are behind me and that are listening to this and will watch it, we thank you so very, very much for everything you have done for this organization, your family, the 50 years of leadership, and how you handed this off to the current management and ownership, and what a great job they are continuing to do. Thank you so much, Peter. It's your microphone, sir.
Thank you, Oral. I remember the day when Tommy Lasorda thought that we should all call you Bulldog. And since that day, your life changed, and the Dodger team and the Dodger organization changed for the better. And to this day, we still call you Bulldog. Stan, thank you. My sister Terry and I, who are sitting upstairs with their great family, really appreciate putting together tonight the idea of putting my dad up there with the other Hall of Famers. We're proud. He would be very happy, and we are truly honored. My dad passed away in 1979, and a lot's been said on that great video that Vinny did. But in 1979, Dodger Stadium was a teenager, 17 years old. Today, Dodger Stadium is 62 years old, and that is truly amazing. Stan, you and your partners, the Guggenheim Group and others, truly deserve the credit for enhancing Dodger Stadium and bringing it into the next century. Now, as I look around, there are some young folks here tonight, and a message for you: I will not be here on the 100th anniversary of Dodger Stadium. But if you do the math and mark your calendar, how old will you be when Dodger Stadium celebrates anniversary number 100? Do it. Be here. I won't be here, but I hope it's a great big party. My dad's vision back in the 40s, when he first became involved with the Dodgers, he was concerned about charming Ebbets Field, that it was not aging gracefully. He tried for 10 years to replace Ebbets Field in Brooklyn, and it was only when he realized he couldn't get it done, major disappointment, but Los Angeles was the winner, and that's how our family happened to come here. He was on this site every day of construction. His office was up here, and he was extremely proud when in 1962, after many challenges, Dodger Stadium opened. And of course, my sister Terry and I and our family, we were all here, and we'll never forget that day. I'd like to thank the men sitting behind me in that hot sun. Thank you for coming back. Personally, it means a lot to me to be able to catch up with you but it means a lot to the fans. It means a lot to the organization. And I truly believe it means a lot to the 2024 team, because you have led the way and they are building on it. They are building that Dodger tradition, and I know they're going to have a great season. So, my friends, thank you all. I don't know if I've left anything out, but our family is honored, and we look forward to the unveiling of the plaque. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. O'Malley. And you said it, it's time. There's only one thing left to do. So if you can turn your attention to the left field corner, we've got three very special guests who each have their own connection to the Ring of Honor. First up, please welcome a member of the Basketball Hall of Fame, the widow of the Hall of Fame pitcher and broadcaster, Don Drysdale. Let's hear it for Ann Myers Drysdale. She's the daughter of the man who was the voice of the Dodgers for 67 seasons. Her dad looked at Walter O'Malley almost as a second father. Please welcome Aaron Scully. And another daughter of Dodger royalty. Her father was the one-of-a-kind World Series winning manager. Please welcome Laura Lasorda. All right, ladies, let's add a new member to the Dodger Ring of Honor. Walter O'Malley takes his place among the all-time greats. Thank you to the O'Malley family, all the alumni, and as always, mostly to you, the fans, who have fueled these decades of history that we've celebrated today. Thank you for being here. Sit back and enjoy what's about to come. We've got the Dodgers and the Pirates coming up next.